happened, Dan?
Yeah, I'm in the exact same spot where it happened, and interestingly enough, this is the same place where I was standing about a week ago with a former Border Patrol agent talking about the fact that one of the sewer grades was open and people could just walk right through. Here it is, and it's 2 layers of fences. This is obviously the U.S. side. This is about 25 or 30 feet on this side, but the first layer on the Mexico side is 18 feet, and that is where this little child was dropped over into what they call the no man's land in between. Fortunately for this child, he had family with him. Fortunately, he was caught. I don't know if you've seen this video. It actually happened at midnight on Sunday. They just released the video yesterday, and we're talking about it today. Take a look at this.
It's one of the most disturbing images you will ever see. Unfortunately, it's an image we've seen time and time again over the past 2 months. Only this time, it happened in our front yard, the border wall in Imperial Beach.
Smugglers dropped a 2-year-old child over the primary fencing here. It measures approximately 18 feet in height. Fortunately for the child, there was a person on the north side of the fencing that was able to capture him.
As it turns out, the person who caught this child was his father, both originally from Africa, and made their way to San Diego with the help of a global human smuggling operation.
This particular pair, the father and the child, are actually nationals of Ghana, which, as we know, is a country in Africa. These smuggling organizations that operate here in San Diego and in Mexico are organizations that operate on a transnational level. It obviously would be difficult for any person to travel from Africa into the United States. So these are very well coordinated efforts.
Sadly, this coordinated effort is now routinely dropping innocent children over the border walls. Once that drop is made, the cartels get paid and don't look back.
Unfortunately, they don't see these people as human beings. They don't see them for what they are. They just see them as contraband. They see them as cargo. Once they get them across, that's when they're paid. If they don't get these people across, they don't get paid.
These days, the cartels are getting paid, and getting paid a lot for each person, or piece of cargo as they call it. On this day, we encountered another surrender to the Border Patrol, a man and a woman outside the outlet mall who now have to pay the cartels for that journey.
The criminal organizations charge anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000, depending on the zone that they are smuggled through, and depending on the method that is utilized, either up and over the fencing, out in the remote desert, through vehicles at the ports of entry. These are very well coordinated efforts.
It's so well coordinated that the human smuggling serves 2 purposes. The cartels get paid to get the people in, and the Border Patrol is diverted away from other evil deeds that are happening at the same time.
So it's a cat and mouse game. It's definitely not a new tactic. I just think that they're using children now. They're using people, which is what's concerning, the age of these children.
Yeah, so there's always this cat and mouse game down here with the cartels diverting the Border Patrol in one part, and then they'll get the meth or the fentanyl over in another part. It is just an evil, nasty game that is happening down here. So ugly and so horrifying to see the actual reality that's happening on the ground, as opposed to the political dialogue that we're being sold out here. But, you know, it is a brutal journey for all of these people, whether you're a little kid being dropped over an 18-foot fence and you originated from Ghana, or whether you're those 2 kids that we saw from Guatemala who just walked through an opening in the fence and put their hands up and said, "I'm here, let me in." And, you know, let me just say before we go, every time we come down here, we find some evidence of the smuggling operation. The last time it was that ladder. It was about a 20-foot ladder that hooks on top of the fence here and you can crawl down. Today, as we're looking around, I couldn't believe my eyes. I looked down on the ground and I found 2 identification cards. First, I found this one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? It is an identification card from a woman from Sierra Leone. This is her actual social security card with a fingerprint on the back. About 10 feet up, I found another card. The same woman. This is her teacher's union card in Sierra Leone. She is a teacher. And basically it says instructions for this on, how to check in as a teacher in Sierra Leone. So presumably this woman is somewhere here in the United States. Presumably she came over the fence here, maybe with that same group. I don't know. Nobody really knows. But I did find these IDs, and I'm sure that this woman Her name is Gale Thoranka. Gale Thoranka from Sierra Leone. I have her Social Security card and her teacher's union card in my hand. And it's just, wow. I mean, your head spins when you come down here and you see this happening every single day. And it's just, it's crazy. So this is what we found today. It's just, yeah. Something's got to give out here, right? Something's got to give. The cartels are making more money than ever before. And once again, nothing comes across the border illegally without the help of the cartels, without paying the cartels. So that's what's going on here, and I thank Angel Moreno for talking to us honestly and openly about this, because, you know, it's been pretty tough for the Border Patrol to speak honestly and openly about this. So we thank them for sharing that with us today. That's what's up.
Dan, we see the video of the young child being dropped, and we know that the group was found and you know, captured, I suppose is the term. And you've got those two border walls so that there's that no man's land. Are they able to get over pretty quick once they see the surveillance video and apprehend these people?
Yeah, they are. And in fact, in that video, I don't think we showed it, but in that video that the Border Patrol took, by the way, that was taken from a camera that's on top of one of these posts that's just right here. We can't see it from here because it's in the no man's land, but it was taken from a camera that's posted up there. But the answer is, yeah, once they see those images, they got here quickly. In fact, the guy on the four-wheeler was here right about the same time that the little baby was being dropped. And at that point, he called in some reinforcements because there were a lot of people involved. And yes, they did take them into custody and essentially take care of them is what's happening now. They didn't arrest them. They're in a facility with the father and the son right now in San Diego. Presumably, we don't know, but presumably they'll be given a ticket or a notice to appear within 60 days. And as we understand it, that there's no actual court date. It's a voluntary thing where you're supposed to turn yourself in within 60 days to get processed. And as we know, 89% don't show up. So essentially, these folks will be released into our community to, you know, make it on their own. And it's really mind-blowing to think about this, that they're just one after another, given these tickets, notices to appear, and suddenly given a ticket to a bus stop or a trolley station here in San Diego. And that is what's happening every day, all day here in San Diego. But wow, kind of blows your mind to think that it happened right here. You know, we saw the video from Arizona, we saw the video from other parts of the border wall, but to think that it's right here. And we're just standing here last week talking about that sewer line that was wide open, and suddenly this is where this smuggling operation apparently had a group from Ghana and perhaps Sierra Leone.
Yep, you said it was happening right there, and in fact it is, and was, and may when you leave. All right, Dan Plant live at the U.S.-Mexico border force again. Dan, thanks so much for the reporting there.